Hi, this is Trev and welcome to my vlog. This is part one of how I made my welding trolley using scrap metal and leftover bits and pieces, anything that I could find really. Hope you enjoy the video. Now this is some old shelving, so this would have sort of been designed to hold extraordinarily heavy weights, I would have said, even though it's probably only about 1 millimeter thick. It's kind of shaped into this sort of funny box section stuff, and then it's got like this little shaft lip that I suppose there would have been some board or something put in there. And so this is going to be pretty good for the chassis of the welding trolley. I've got this box section that was left over from the van project, so I've got some real sort of varying sizes, all around about the sort of 20-25 mil type of size, and I got some smaller stuff there. It's probably what's that, 12, something like that, 12 mil. So I've got quite a few lengths of this stuff. So I've got my wheels here. Now the welders are just sort of dumped in the way, and I need to make this trolley to get everything into one mobile platform. Nice and neat and tidy. As long as it looks neat and tidy and looks quite smart, that's all I'm worried about really. I can throw a dust cover over the welders, I'll make up a dust cover, and then they can just be moved anywhere I want. I want to try and get everything as mobile as I possibly can. Next thing I need to do is get this welded together. Won't need much power, it's very thin material. I'm going to clean it up and get it welded. I've changed my mind about the size already. Only did it 30 mil wide to start with, and then I suddenly remembered that I got my spot welder that I could also added to the trolley. And why not? Why not get it all on one trolley? So I've made it wider. Because I've made it wider, it means that I can get the two bottles on the back side by side. So it wasn't a bad mistake to have made. And I'm lucky because I've only got a tiny little bit of this stuff left now. Well, it's not going to fall apart, is it? Let's get some wheels on. Got a rolling platform now. Got the swivelly wheels at the front, so we've got some steering on the front end, and on the rear end we've got some fixed wheels. I need to find some board that's going to fit in there. I've got some 18 mil ply. I've got bits everywhere. Whether or not I've got a piece big enough to fit in there, I don't know, but I need some more anyway, so I might just nip off and buy some more, because I need some for a hammer forming project that I've got coming up shortly. What I'll probably do is weld a cross member in there, because I've got possibly two 20-litre welding bottles to go on the back. At the moment I've got a 10 and a 20, but if you think all that weight on that board unsupported, yeah, I think I'm just going to put a cross member in there, and before I put the board on, of course, and then we'll move to the next stage, which will be building, you know, a huge towering welders upon the top of each other. So let's try and find this plywood out. And story of my life with regards to fabrication, I hasten to add, it's just slightly too short. Of course it is. It's a bit ropey anyway, isn't it? Got holes in it. Probably better off if just put a new piece in there. And let's see how. That's pretty rigid, isn't it? Careful. Yeah, that'd be alright. That's going to support the weight of what I'm going to put on there. Is nowhere near as heavy as me. And like I say, I've put that cross member in the back. That's easily going to support the weight of the bottles. Probably wouldn't need it anyway, but I think I'll just put them on. Let's go and buy some more plywood. Got a nice sheet of hardwood ply, 18mm thick, 2.5 or 2.4 meters by 1.2. Now I went to B&Q, they cut it up for me. I cut it into 4. So each piece is still larger than I need it to be. I'm just working out the best place for everything to go. I can put my pin puller there and the plasma cutter there, and I can have accessories behind. I think that'd probably be the best way. I was almost kind of toying with having the MIG welder and the TIG welder side by side, but I don't think there'd be enough ventilation to keep them cool. I could have made it wider, but I want it to go for a standard doorway with the leads cabled up on each side. So I'm definitely going to have one on top of the other. I was going to have the TIG welder on the top. I'm beginning to think now that maybe I could have the MIG welder right on the top, the TIG welder in the middle, because the TIG welder's quite a bit heavier. And yeah, I don't know. I have to have a fiddle about, I have to have a think about it.
The Smiths were doing what no other band had done since the Beatles with Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. They were creating a musical map of their hometown through their songs.
That's the basic structure done, all the shafts welded in. What I need to do next is sort something out about these cables, the lance, the earth cables, something that's going to wrap around for storage. Always quite a frustrating thing, isn't it? Having something to wrap the leads around and they're all sort of trailing on the floor, especially if you use a MIG welder without a separate trolley. There's never that kind of facility you end up sort of putting the end of the torch over the top of the argon bottle or something like that, sort of trapping it with the earth lead. But what I want to do is have something that I can coil it around and keep them all separate as well. I just found something actually that was quite good. A little bit of sort of open-ended box section. I thought that would be really good for the spot welder, with a little single-sided spot welder. That'll go up inside of there. So that'll go in there. That'll go in there. And then the trigger can hang down. And I just put that on that side. Need to work out the length of the cable first. So I don't want to be coiling stuff around and around and around, if you know what I'm saying. I want to keep everything split up. That's it's looking good anyway. I'm quite happy with it. It's really, really strong. I've got a little space here. I thought here I could put my two-sided spot welder, because that'll just about fit in there. The TIG welder is going to go on the second shelf, and next to the TIG welder I could put the foot pedal for the TIG welder, obviously, and then underneath I have the pin puller there, the spot welder, and then the plasma cutter, and then some accessories behind, and then that pretty much gets everything in one place, which was the objective, and without it taking up a huge amount of space. I mean, this is getting quite big now, but it's tall rather than bulky, if you know what I'm saying. Just tack that on there for now. I just brought it a bit further forward from that bar because I thought the trigger, I didn't want to get the trigger caught up into that bar. Just trial it now, see if it's any good. That's the kind of thing I want to accomplish. Look, if I want to get the earth cable off, literally just pull it out like that. That's the earth cable released. That's just hooked over the top of the trigger. Ready for use. And just simple to put away. Perfect. Well, thanks very much for watching. Hope you got something from that. Hope you enjoyed it. There will be a part 2 coming very, very shortly. I decided to split it into 2 halves because it's just going to be too long otherwise. It's not too late to still apply for my competition to win all these products. A 250mm rustypaint.com Rusty Paint Effect kit, the full kit, 2 rustypaint.com keyring, a Max Stocking CD, an Artec welding mug, an Extreme Plasma mug, 2 Trev block toolbox stickers, and a Trev's blog panel hammer. To be in with the chance of winning all of these products, all you've got to do is click on the link in the video description to my Instagram account, follow me on Instagram, and then comment on the post that I'm about to upload on there any moment now. So that's it for this time round. I'll see you in part 2, and until then I will say bye for now.